Imagine dating someone and going to their home only to find pieces of their ex-lover's body in their refrigerator. Welcome to Welted Marigold, where we share dark and mysterious stories from South Asia and beyond. I'm your storyteller Ambika, and today's story is about Shraddha Walkar. Our story opens in the pulsating, vibrating city of Mumbai, famously also known as the City of Dreams, Bombay, Mumbai, India. Here in 1995, Shraddha Walkar was born in a middle-class family in a suburb of Mumbai called Palghar. Her father Vikas operated a small electronics services business. Her mother Suman and her brother Srijay all completed their family. In 2016, her parents separated. Both Vikas and Suman went their separate ways. But Shraddha continued to live with her mother until 2018. Shraddha studied in a convent school in Versailles, and after graduating from school, she took admission at Viva Institute of Technology in their Bachelor of Mass Media program, but she eventually dropped out. Shortly after that, Shraddha joined a multinational company's call center in Malad. Malad is a commercial hub within Mumbai. This was not just a job for Shraddha. This was a stepping stone into independence, freedom that she yearned for. Just like many people her age, Shraddha too wanted to date. She wanted someone to spend time with, someone to call her boyfriend. And that's when she found herself on the app Bumble. While scrolling, she came across Aaftab Amin Poonawala's profile. And that's how she first met Aftab. Their initial connection was like countless others. Just, two young people meeting in a big city, trying to navigate the digital romance landscape. The two found many commonalities. Aaftab Amin Poonawala, 24 at that time, was a resident of Versailles, much like Shraddha. He too had gone to college for BMM, and he was working at the same call center in the same multinational company, just like Shraddha. There isn't a lot of public information that is available about his background, but what is known is that he was a Muslim and belonged to the Khoja community. It is also known that he was interested in cooking. Not just interested in cooking, but he also boasted of being a trained chef, a detail that would later add horrifying dimensions to his crimes. Their relationship deepened swiftly. A seemingly very compatible pair, young, ambitious, eager to explore the world together. However, beneath the glow of their burgeoning romance, fissures had started to appear. Reports later indicated that Aftab had a very possessive streak and a growing need for control that oftentimes manifested itself into arguments and even fights. Shraddha's family, observing the rapid development of their relationship, did express concerns. Their initial concern came from the interfaith nature of their relationship, with Aftab being Muslim and Shraddha being Hindu. Despite the initial warnings, concerns, and disapproval from Shraddha's family, Shraddha actually made a pivotal decision. She decided to move out of her family home and move in with Aftab in a live-in relationship. The transition to a live-in relationship brought with it hope for Shraddha. She saw this as a move towards freedom, closeness, growth of their relationship, and more love. But instead, what came was a suffocating constriction. What began as a passionate bond soon morphed into a very corrosive dynamic, one that was fueled by temper, violence, and possessiveness from Aftab's side. He frequently accused Shraddha of cheating. His suspicions grew like a fever. What started off as verbal accusations turned into physical violence. Aftab would frequently beat Shraddha. The brutality of the assaults were a stark contrast to the love and promises of love that Shraddha was expecting. In November 2020, 2 years before her murder, she even filed a complaint at the Tulunj police station in Versailles. The complaint read, "Today he tried to kill me by suffocating me, and he scares me and blackmails me that he will kill me, cut me in pieces, and throw me away." Her words, stark and prophetic, paint a harrowing picture. Yet later, overwhelmed with manipulation and fear, and perhaps even flickering hope that things would change, Shraddha retracted the complaint, a step that would really seal her fate. This withdrawal of complaint is not an uncommon step among victims. In fact, a lot of victims do tend to do that. And what it highlights is the psychological hold that the abusers have on their victims. Despite the very toxic codependency, the couple clung together. They even took small breaks, like they went traveling together to Himachal Pradesh, almost like brief respites from the storm that was brewing beneath. In May 2022, the couple decided to start afresh. They decided to move to New Delhi from Mumbai. Despite the move, what did not change was the toxic nature of their relationship. It only migrated from Mumbai to Delhi. On the evening of May 18, 2022, the couple was entangled in yet another argument. An argument that stemmed from a plea to be married. A plea that came from Shraddha. All she was asking was to get married to the man she loved, Aaftab. But Aaftab had had it. He was done with these requests. He did not see it as a request to fortify the relationship into something more beautiful. He did not see it as a loving request at all. But instead, what he saw it was as something unbearable. An unbearable loss of control. And in a fit of absolute rage, Aftab placed his hands on Shraddha's throat. A life that had pulsated with love, with a yearning of love, was taken by the same man she loved. But what followed was a chilling testament to Aftab's cold calculation and planning. He even later confessed that the acts of concealment and crime were actually inspired by shows like Dexter. Aftab bought a 300 liters refrigerator and, putting his chef training to use, over the course of 18 days, he dismembered Shraddha's body into 35 parts. Each night at 2 a.m., under the cloak of Delhi's darkness, Aftab would get out of his apartment carrying polythene bags. What was inside these polythene bags, nobody would have guessed. Carefully packaged in these polythene bags, Aftab had pieces of Shraddha's body. He would then scatter these polythene bags across the dense Mehrauli forest. Some reports also suggest that he incinerated Shraddha's face to prevent identification. He even continued to live in the same apartment and date other women and even bring them home, to the same home which had the refrigerator carrying the body parts of his ex-lover, Shraddha. Aftab kept up the act. He wanted to build this illusion that Shraddha still existed. So he used her Instagram, posted old pictures of her, mimicked her style, and responded to her friends. But his carefully constructed act started to crumble. Shraddha's friends noticed something was different. Something was different in the way that she was responding back. It didn't feel genuine. It didn't feel quite like her. When they couldn't reach her and speak to her, they decided to contact her father, Vikas. Vikas Walkar was in Mumbai. He had no idea that his daughter had moved to Delhi, leave alone moving in with Aftab. He too had been trying to reach her. With his calls going unanswered and Shraddha's friends reaching out to him, he felt something was really off and he needed to do something about it. On October 6, 2022, Vikas, Shraddha's father, filed a missing person complaint at the Mehrauli police station. The police wasted no time and began their investigation immediately. They tracked Shraddha's last known location. All the inquiries and the answers led them to Aftab. But Aftab, with his web of lies to all their questions, was able to initially mislead them. He was able to convince the police that he had been left by Shraddha that in fact Shraddha had left him for another man. But with all the inconsistencies in his story and the evasiveness, along with the digital breadcrumbs left by him, the police was able to tighten their net. So mid-November 2022, Aaftab Amin Poonawala confessed to his crime. His confession detailed the horrific act, along with the dismemberment and the disposal of Shraddha's body. The revelations stunned and shocked the nation. The police was able to recover several bone fragments and also confirm it through DNA matching. Aaftab Amin Poonawala was officially charged of Shraddha Walkar's murder on February 2023. Aaftab Amin Poonawala is undergoing trial for the murder of Shraddha Walkar. He has been charged by the Delhi police under sections 302 and 201 of the Indian Penal Code. While the legal system in India can be one that is highly robust in its framework, it is also one that can be agonizingly slow. While Aftab is still under trial, Shraddha Walkar's father, Vikas, passed away on Feb 9, 2025 due to cardiac arrest in his home in Vasai, Mumbai. He had been tirelessly seeking justice for his daughter's death. Shraddha Walkar's case poses a question. What are some of those subtle warning signs of a controlling, abusive behavior that people should be wary of? Do share this video, tell us your thoughts below, and subscribe for more such conversations that matter.